All right, FishSmack, we're going to be discussing smoking stogies, or actually finesse fishing today. But hey, I got a new product we're going to be testing out. I think you're going to love this product nearly as much as you're going to love the packaging on it. We got to check this out. This is going to be awesome. All right, guys, check this out, man. I'm excited about this new product. These are the NedWacky Torpedo Tail Stogies. This packaging is so cool, man. That reminds me of, I don't know, like maybe the Marlboro Red guy. He's out in Wyoming riding his horse, you know. That's exactly what I think of when I see this. But how cool is this? Hard plastic case. This comes with everything you need. 18 torpedo tail stogies. They're 3.5 inches long. It comes with 2 drop shot weights, 2 drop shot hooks, or you can also fish the Ned rig jigs that come in here. You got everything that you need. So I'm getting ready to rig up, and I like this color, man. This color is a green pumpkin fire red flake. Man, look at this. That color looks awesome. So I'm gonna start out first on these little jig heads. I'm gonna try that. If I don't do well with that, then I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna drop shot these. I like that this case gives you the option to fish these both ways. Plus, it gives you the terminal tackle right there in the container. You can just get this, tie it up, and you're ready to fish. How awesome is that? All right, guys. So I've been thinking about this too. So one thing that I really like about this smaller finesse presentation is that it really does not limit you on the size of bass that you're catching when it comes to creek fishing. You'll end up catching more numbers because you're going to catch the small guys as well as the big guys. But I look at it this way. I know a lot of you have seen when bass are running bait fish up onto a gravel shoal or a little muddy bank area. Well, when they're doing that, that's not rock bass or brim. Most of the time, it's going to be little creek chubs or little shiners that they're running up into those shallows. They're going to target those because it's an easier meal for them. Now, brim and rock bass, they have those spiny dorsal. Not to say that bass are not going to eat them, because they will, I'm sure, if they get in a pinch. But it's a lot harder meal for them to get down their gullet, because when they get that bass in their mouth, that rock bass, they're going to instantly lift up those spiny dorsals. So it's going to potentially get lodged in the top of that bass's mouth, making it harder for them to swallow it down. Now, that is a lot of times why they will hit head first. That way, when those spiny dorsals try to lift up, they're held by the roof of their mouth. But let's say by chance it's just a really big bass, and it in just a smaller rock bass, just kind of sideways, that spiny dorsal could actually get lodged in their mouth. So I think going after these smaller creek chubs that do not have those pronounced spiny dorsal on their back, it'd be like us kind of eating like an anchovy. It's just something real easy. It's going to slip right down the gullet. And when we're talking these summer months too, these fish can be finicky sometimes and don't want to eat a big meal, but something as small as this just might be an easy little appetizer that they can just gulp in. But I'm telling you what, man, these torpedo tail stogies are absolutely killing it. So, all right, if you've made it to this point, good news. I'm going to do a giveaway. I waited intentionally for all the people that were going to get in and stay in for 30 seconds and then dump out, because you guys are the dedicated people that I want to have the opportunity to try to win one of these boxes of these torpedo tail stogies. NedWacky is really awesome to all of our team members. Marcus give each of us the opportunity to give one of these away. He's going to cover the expense of not only the tackle, but also the shipping. So here's what we're going to do. In the video, I want you to keep up with the number of times that I use the catchphrase, "that bass smoked those stogies," all right? So keep up with the number of those, and what you're going to do is you're going to email me at fishsmack45@gmail.com, that number, and that's all it's going to take, and then I'll enter you into the contest for it. Don't leave it in the comments, because you've done the work to count the number of times I've used that catchphrase throughout this video, so don't make it easy for someone else. Email me. You can leave me a comment and say, "Great video, whatever, love you. Hey, that stunks. Give me a thumbs," whatever you want to do. But don't put the number in the comments. Email it to me. So, and then you'll be entered to win one of these awesome packs of these Torpedo Tail Stogies, and you too can look like the Marlboro Man out in Wyoming, riding his horse, baby. Yeah, doggy. All right, so I'm gonna start out with the Ned rig first. I'm gonna get this sized up, see where I need to feed my jig head through. And then get it lined up. In there, come right out the side. Push that up on the bait keeper. Perfect. Man, that little thing looks like that's gonna be a smallie slayer. All right. All right, we're all rigged up. All right, I'm ready to use his catchphrase, that bass, smoke that stogie. So let's see if we can get one. I mean, I gotta officially catch one to be able to use Matt's catchphrase, so let's see what we can do. All right. I'm starting out with the Ned rig right now. I'm gonna fish it exposed hook. I should have a better hookup ratio on that. I just gotta be careful if I'm in anything real super duper chunky as far as getting hung up, but we'll see. Right there, right there. That's a rock bass. So I think I could still use the catchphrase. That rock bass, smoke that stogie, baby. All right, buddy. This little guy got himself unhung. He knew that the Surgeon General recommended not smoking stogies, so he was like, get that out of my mouth now. Very nice. Get on there, buddy. All right. That rock bass, smoke that stogie. All right, I can officially say it now, so all right, let's get us a smallie. Let's get us a smallie. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come here, buddy. I've got this guy foul hooked, I think. Yeah, I do. I have him foul hooked. Pop my... Yeah, this guy just... Let's get that out of you. Sorry, buddy. Whew. I foul hooked him somehow, but still counts. I got it. He was looking at it. All right, buddy, get on in there. Sorry about that, buddy. All right, man, we're off to a good start already. These Torpedo Tail Stogies, man, I like that. 3.5, absolute ideal finesse bait. Your hooks that come with it, Marcus has already picked out the perfect hooks for it, so man, this is ready to go. All right, let me see. All right. Let's get this baby rigged up. All right, let me see where my hook needs to go, where it needs to come out, right there. Feed that in. Come out right there on that side. Push it up on our hook keeper. There we go, it's that simple. Got a nice hook exposure. That's plenty of hook to get a big bass right there. All right, let's get it. You know, one thing with this, with Matt's catchphrase, I don't know if we almost need to do like a Surgeon General, one of those quick notices where like blah, 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 blah. It's like, and in that time frame they tell you like all the side effects that are far worse, like you're going to get the chance of bloody rectum, lazy eye, Bell's palsy, clubfoot, memory loss. And it's like, I think I'll just keep the sniffles. I don't want to have all those side effects.
Trust to make this our little secret. No. What? This chick just spent the last 10 minutes telling us that she has herpes. Herpes India.
There we go. Not a big guy. Another thing that I'll do is when I'm reeling these guys in, a lot of times, you don't have to really overpower them. A lot of times, well, this is a rock bass. A lot of times, as long as you're keeping them pinned and you're not overpowering them, sometimes they won't fight nearly as hard. Watch out, buddy. Hang on. All right, other than this guy. Okay. Nice little rocky. But what I'll do is I'll just let them kind of steer the ship. I won't fight them really hard. And if they're swimming upstream, as long as I'm keeping pressure on it, I'm keeping them pinned, I'll just let them ease up there and I'll just slowly retrieve line as they get closer to me. That way they're not fighting nearly as hard. Two, I'm not risking pulling that hook out of their mouth. So I used to do that with catfishing. A lot of times those catfish, if you just would kind of quit fighting them, they'd almost kind of feel like they weren't hooked anymore. And you could kind of ease them up. So I will kind of do the same thing with bass. Just let them kind of go where they're going to go. As long as they're swimming upstream and coming closer to me, then I just, once again, I just keep tension on the line. Oh, there was a bass right there. Let me go back over there. All right, fishing family. Hey, if you're interested in trying out some of these Torpedo Tail Stogies by NedWacky, if you go on and use my promotion code TB10_NedWacky, all lowercase, before you check out, you'll get 10% off. NedWacky also supports me and will give me a small commission for your purchase. That'll help the channel as well, and I definitely would appreciate it. So, hey guys, go check them out. See if you got a smoking section for your bass in your creek, because I obviously do. This creek is full of smokers. So, and they are smoking these stogies. Chain smoking, that is. Let's see. I should have been fishing this all day already. They are just going gangbusters over this. I think some of those fish that I missed, I probably would have caught too with this exposed hook. Luckily, it's a small enough hook that it's not like a boat anchor. I will be careful in super chunky sections where there's a lot of current, but so far it's working really good. This is an ideal little finesse bait. Perfect for this time of summer when the water temperatures are warm. Those fish are ultra skittish. Look at that right there. Man, I should have been fishing this stogie earlier, man. Man, right there, these guys. Look at that. These guys are smoking those stogies. All right, buddy. Let me get you back in there. All right, buddy. There we go. All right. There you go, buddy. Dude, they are all on top of this. Now, the only thing that I'm having to do is I'm definitely setting my hook a little faster. This is a short shank jig head, small hook, so I don't need to give them any amount of time to set this hook. It's exposed hook, so if they bite it, you're probably ready to set the hook. So don't let them run off of this one. You can set the hook relatively quick. Oops. I might have set the hook a little too quick on him, but I don't want him to swallow this jig. All right, it's a little wide open section, but there's a lot of current flowing through it, so let me just check it. Yep, right there. Right there. This is a decent bass. Decent bass. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, buddy. I'm trying to be easy on you with that little hook. There we go. There we go. That smallie smoked that stogie, buddy. Check it out. All right, tore my tail off, but that's a big fish. All right, very nice. All right, get on, buddy. Get on back in there. I'm gonna go ahead and fish that for a second with part of that tail missing, just to see. I'm gonna get every bit of fishing energy out of that thing I can. He hit it good, man. That's, once again, man, with this exposed hook, you don't have to wait. That's a quick hook set. You don't have to sit there and let them run with it. That guy was sitting right there in all that current. That's what these guys have been doing today, just sitting in there, letting that stuff flush down to them. This little pool looks awesome right here. Let's see if we got. Yep, there he is. I figured there'd be a smallie sitting right there. Oh, good one. Good one. All right, come here, buddy. Hey, bud. Here. Hey, bud, get out of that current. Get out of the current, buddy. It's a good fish. That's a good fish. Best one so far today. Come here, buddy. Golly, come on. Phew, there we go. Good fish, good fish. All right, hang on, buddy, hang on, hang on. He absolutely smoked that stogie. All right, buddy, hang on. Let me get it out of your mouth. Which way I gotta come? There we go. Wow. Good one. Look at that big old tail. Woo-hoo. 16. Very nice. I figured there'd be a big one sitting in there. They are sitting right off in those little deep pockets, just letting this water flush stuff off to them. That was a good fight right there. Really good fight. That bass smoked that stogie. There's another big one in there. Yep, there's a bite. Yep, there's another one right there. He's not big, but we got him. Hey, come here, buddy. All right, come on, buddy. Hey, I'm gonna put you back in the water. I'm gonna put you right back in the water. All right, we got another stogie smoker. Very nice. All right, get on, buddy. Get on back in there. Ooh, I'm telling you what, don't discredit these small bait profiles. Man, especially during the summer months. Man, that's when these fish sometimes are just real finicky on certain things. There, right there. I'm gonna pull just the top of that off because I've rigged it a couple times. I'm gonna shorten it just a smidge so that I can get just a little more life out of this. It's still got that nice torpedo tail on it, so there we go. That looks perfect. You can't even tell. I just snipped off about 1 inch of it. That way I can get the full life out of this bait. All right. Let's go back in there. See if we can get us another one. Oh my goodness. There's another one right there. Just right back in there. 3 back to back. What is this? Is this a Rocky or another smallie? No, it's another little smallie. Golly, and he inhaled it too. Dang it, buddy. Okay, there we go. I got it out. Dude, number 4. Number 4 right here. I come back. Number 4 in this little pocket. 4 back to back, man. They are absolutely smoking this stogie. All right, buddy. Don't tell your parents that you're smoking, okay? Or they'll come and they'll eat them too. So, all right. Let's get him back on his way. There you go, buddy. Get him back down there, buddy. Dude, they are liking this little pocket right here. Other thing too, that water being turbulent like that, it's possible a lot of times they'll mistake a bait from an actual live bait. They can't really maybe see it as well. All they see is just something moving through all that current, and they just go ahead and hit. Oh my gosh, did you just say that? Oh my gosh, that dude just come up and absolutely hammered it. Wow. 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 That dude just come up and absolutely nailed the fire out of it. Man, these little hooks, I'm telling you, man, I dig small hooks. It doesn't take anything to get those guys hooked up on these small gauge hooks. Man, you don't even have to do a really hook set. You can just ease your pole back and keep tension on it. And a lot of times their fight will be enough to get them hooked. 5 and 5 cast. Whoa. All right, that's 5. Let's see. We have 6 in here. I mean, these guys are absolutely chain smoking. There's another one. 6 for 6. Come here, buddy. Little guy, hang on. Hold on, buddy, hold on. Let me see, where are you? All right. 6 for 6. Dude, that little belly is full. Get on, buddy. Get on in there. All right, man, I got something else to add to your catchphrase. So you got to say, that bass smoked that stogie. And then you got to say, after you catch 6 in a row, you got to be like, these bass are chain smokers, baby. Ah, yeah. Dude, they are loving these torpedo tail stogies. Dude, I can't get over this. I should have been fishing this all day. 6 right here. Just one little pocket. I think there's more in here. I think I can get another one. I might even get a bigger one. They are sitting right on the front side of this drop off. Right there. 7. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hang on, where's it at in your mouth? Come on, you got that whole thing in your mouth. Where's it at? Where's it at, bud? Hang on. All right. Whew. Number 6. Number 7. Number 7. These bass are chain smoking this stogie to pieces. Wow. All right, let's see if this little depression right here is as good as that last one. Nothing. I can't believe we got one out of this spot. I guess this is the non-smoking section and that up there is the smoking section. That makes sense. Non-smoking, smoking, totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. All right, let's keep pushing downstream. All right. Got us another deep pocket right here. Let's see. See if we got some sitting in here. See if this is a smoking section. Oh, I just saw a tail following it. Let me go back over there. I saw that tail flip around like a shark's dorsal fin. Yep. I got one. He was sitting out over there outside of the current. Come here, bud. He's fighting good. Dang, he's fighting. Fish is fighting hard. Come here, buddy. Get out of that current. Come here, buddy. Ooh, look at this big old gash on this guy. I can see why he's sitting over there out of the... Come here, buddy. There we go. I think this is the biggest of the day. All right, let me pop my bail. This guy's got a big old spot on his back. Ouch. Wow. Big boy on the stogie. Hang on, buddy. Got you right in the lip. Easy enough. Okay, buddy, hang on. Look at that big old mark on his back. So, all right. I hope it's just a scratch and not some type of fungus or something. All right, buddy. Get on back over there. Go on back to your spot, buddy. Yeah, he's going right back to that cover over there. I hope that's just an abrasion and not some type of fungus or something. All right, that's the biggest of the day on the old stuff. And I'm still fishing this one that I shortened up. They're still nailing it. I will say, as long as the tail doesn't tear off, if the top kind of gets worn down, you can just take and cut off about 1.5 inches of it, and you can re-rig that thing up again. I've got I don't know, close to 10 out of this one, so I've got my money's worth out of this little guy. That's crazy. So he was sitting all the way over here on this side, right against the bank. There was nobody sitting in that pocket, well, that was willing to take it. So. All right, fishing family, we're going to call it, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this product review on the NedWacky Torpedo Tail Stogies. Man, I should have put these things on first thing this morning, I probably would have caught who knows how many more fish. So exposed hook on this jig, this worked all day long. I didn't try the drop shot because this Ned jig was just absolute dynamite. Man, that exposed hook was, I just wasn't missing hook sets. On top of, I wasn't really getting hooked up on the bottom either because it's kind of a small bend, and that's ideal too. Once again, once you get these fish hooked, the larger your bend is, the more likely it is that those fish can spit those hooks. So that small bend is ideal. So, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, till next time, grab your poles, call your buddies, get to make some memories. Give me some elbow. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next video.
Simple life.